Hello, I'm Meredith. Today, I'll talk about the most common soldering errors we encounter in electronics manufacturing. Let's watch our video together about the causes of these errors and how to fix them. Now, I'm going to tell you about these common mistakes we experience. So, what are these errors, one by one? They are, in order, solder bridges causing short circuits, whiskered solder, through-hole solder, shapeless solder, or the most common one we encounter, cold solder joints. During this inspection, if necessary or if there is any doubt, we can also investigate these causes by examining them under a microscope or with X-ray imaging, step by step. I'm starting to check for these errors on my board. I've identified a cold solder joint, a shapeless solder joint, and a solder bridge causing a short circuit. These issues can occur with point soldering devices and during manual operations by operators. The reasons for this are not soldering at the proper temperature or for the correct amount of time. It could also be due to the flux inside the solder wire burning for too long. Now, let's move on to correcting the detected errors. While fixing the solder bridge I set my soldering iron to the appropriate temperature of 360 degrees and do the soldering. It's very important to keep the tip of the soldering iron wet while doing this soldering. For example, when we rub the tip of the soldering iron on a sponge moistened with pure water, the tip needs to be wetted first before starting to solder. If the tip of the soldering iron isn't wet, it's almost impossible for the heat to transfer to the pad and the leg to be soldered. At this stage, I quickly apply solder to the tip of my soldering iron first. After that, I heat the pad and the leg on the surface where I want to solder. As I heat them, I finish applying the solder. I check it and then hand it over to the next process. Yes, today we talked about soldering errors we encounter in the manufacturing sector, their causes, and how to fix them. See you in our next video.